Hi guys, Philip here, and in this video I'm going to share with you why System is by far the better option for you if you are a beginner marketer. Okay, I'm also going to share with you a little secret no one knows about the blogging system inside System and why it's so powerful and how you can use it to drive traffic to your blog. Okay, so keep watching. And also guys, just to make your life easier, this video here is about sort of 10-ish minutes long, which is quite a long video. So if you click the link below, I've created a summary sheet for you, so you can skim through this video here really quickly. You can get all the benefits, all the bullet points and so on you can read it in 3 minutes. So if you would rather read a short PDF instead of listening to me bang on for 10 minutes, then click the link below, jump inside, and you can read it right now. Okay, so right now guys, I'll show you here why System is the best option for you if you're a beginner marketer just starting out online, as a blogger, as a YouTuber, as a social media person, as a podcaster, whatever you're doing. If you're a beginner marketer, this is for you, and I'll show you why. And stay tuned for the little secret you don't know yet about the blogging system. Okay, so we'll jump in here. Okay then, so let me jump in here and I'll show you various features. I'll show you why it's so much easier. I'll share why System is by far the best platform for beginners to start with when beginning an online business, as an affiliate marketer, as a blogger, as a YouTuber, as a social media person, as whatever. Okay, and so you can see here, guys, that I first joined System. You can see I created my first workflow in 2021. Okay, and so I've been with them for quite a while, and I've seen them grow and grow and grow, and that's why I'm recommending people use System right now if you are a beginner. So the first thing is, guys, KISS. Okay, simplicity, because when it comes to using any kind of funnel builder or blogging platform, you can see the blogging features here. You have the funnel systems here and so on and so forth, right? When it comes to using any kind of funnel system or blogging system or any kind of marketing system, right? KISS, simplicity. And that's the first reason I love System, is the fact that everything is so basic and simple. And it means that for you, there are far fewer options to be drowned out in and get lost and confused with. Okay. So for example, here with the blogging feature here, if I open up the blog here, just as a little demo, you can see here there are very, very few options. There are very, very few things to look at. There are very, very few things for you to get lost and confused with. And that means for you, as a beginner, you can focus on what matters. And what matters is you making content, creating blog posts, creating pages, creating value for your audience, not spending days and weeks and months and years faffing around with settings and options and plugins that you don't know what they do. Okay, for example, here in WordPress, right, you immediately get lost here in the settings. If you go to plugins and try and install one single plugin, right, you get lost here. SEO, right, classic. If you go inside here, inside the all-in-one SEO, you're just bombarded with just jargon and stuff that you have no idea what the hell means, which means that when it comes to you just trying to start the basics of creating your first blog post or making your first pillar page, you're so lost in all this noise, you just stop. Okay, and that's what the main reason why I love System is the simplicity. By them having a limited functionality, you save countless months and months and months of frustration and heartache and just a pain in the ass. And so you can just focus on what matters and that's move forward. Okay, so that's the first thing, and that goes across the board, whether it's the funnels here, in terms of creating funnels and using them. Again, very simplistic, very basic, but they only have the features you actually need, not a whole bunch of stuff that you'll never actually use. Okay, so you see here on the left here, very few options, but you don't need any more. Okay, and the thing is, even for me in my journey now, I'm 12 years into my journey. You know what? System is totally fine for me as well. I don't need all these extra bells and whistles that places like ClickFunnels or Kartra and so on that they have. Okay. So it's very important for you to understand that the reason why System is so awesome for beginners is simplicity. It's stress-free. It's simple. Okay. The next thing, obviously, is the price. Okay. If I go here to the price here, you can see that with System, with the pricing options that are available, basically for $27 a month, right, you basically get everything you need. And System, it replaces your autoresponder. So you don't need to have GetResponse, you don't need to have Aweber or a Drip or ActiveCampaign. It also replaces your sales funnel system, so you don't need to have any kind of advanced sales funnel software. It replaces your blogging platform, so you don't need WordPress anymore. It replaces your courses, so if you want to create courses inside here, go here, courses, you can create courses here as well. Okay. which means that it replaces the course building platform. You can have a community inside. You can store files, right? So technically it replaces your OneDrive or your Dropbox. You can send emails, do automations, workflows, tags, and so on and so on and so on, right? And you also can host your video inside here as well. So it means that it basically replaces all the tools you need, even webinars, guys. Here, evergreen webinars. You can even do webinars inside. Okay. And so that's why it's so powerful. Also, guys, bear in mind that when it comes down to the support as well, that's the next reason. The support inside here is very, very good. I've even tested it on the free version. Even the free users get replies to their support tickets within 4 or 5 hours. Okay, and it means that in terms of support, you're there, you're covered. Okay, it means that basically all you need is one tool. So imagine, guys, imagine for a second that. Just think of the fact that you can build a business online for $27 a month, and it has everything you need inside. Everything. Okay, that's priceless. Okay, well, it's actually not priceless. It's $27, but you know what I mean. Versus with WordPress, right? For example, you have to have all these extra plugins. You have to have separate hosting. Okay, and that's another thing that you also get here: hosting. So that means that it cuts out GetResponse or HostGator or whatever. It cuts out GetResponse, Aweber, Drip. It cuts out your funnel builder. It cuts out your course creation platform. It cuts out your file storage. It cuts out your video storage. It cuts out your webinar software. Everything. Okay, and so it means that you can really cut costs. So that's the second thing, the cost. That makes it worthwhile. The third thing, like I mentioned before, is the support. Support is very important, and yes, they have great help articles down here, and they also have fantastic support. When you submit a ticket, you usually get replies within sort of 3-4 hours. Okay, it's really, really good. And also one thing I've noticed here, guys, is the fact that there's no transaction fees. So when you, if you're selling courses or anything like that, there are no transaction fees as well. And the next thing that's really, really good is the fact that they integrate with every platform you can think of, right? Like most people do. And also the fact that they have a lot of different currencies and different payment platforms, which I really, really like. And you can see here that they integrate with all these different platforms. And this is quite rare because most platforms only integrate with Stripe and PayPal. That's it. And it means that if you are in certain countries where Stripe and PayPal may not be available, then you have all these other options here. Also, it supports a whole bunch of currencies, like a lot of currencies, which is wonderful, right? So it means that in terms of integrations, they are ahead of the game. Also here in terms of the workflows here, you can create automations for your contacts. So when people come inside and they join your list, you can do all kinds of different rules and workflows, send different emails, do different things depending on what happens here. So you have a complete system here for doing anything and everything you want. Okay, and again, it's all under the same umbrella as KISS. Keep it simple. And it means that yes, there are some limitations. There are some elements that you cannot do here that you can do on WordPress, right? But for the sake of the price and for the sake of the peace of mind and simplicity, it's well worth it. Well worth it. Okay. And so what I would recommend for you guys is, if you are a beginner marketer and you're just starting out, then yes, I would recommend System because it's simple, fast, cost effective, and you have everything there in one roof, one platform. And it means that you only have one login detail, one credential to log in here, nothing else. Versus if you were to join WordPress, right? WordPress is great, don't get me wrong, but you have one login for your WordPress dashboard, one login for your hosting dashboard, one login for your what's it called? Your autoresponder, one login for whatever plugin you have for your page building system, one login for your SEO system, one login for enter something you have, right? So suddenly you have like 10, 15, 20 logins when here is like one. And so if you're somebody who likes simplicity, System is for you. And also one thing, guys, I want to point out here, for example, with blogging, right? People often get so sucked into the vanity nonsense of having to control every aspect of SEO. They assume that just because the features here are very basic, it means they can't rank. That is not true. Okay, it literally is not true. Because if you go to the blog of System themselves, And if you plug this here into any SEO tool, you will see that System themselves are ranking for thousands and thousands and thousands of keywords. And the beauty is they use their own blogging system. Okay, so that means that you can see simplicity is the key. And if you actually look at System's blog here, yes, it's basic, but they're using their own system. Okay, get it? And they're ranking very, very well, thank you. So it shows that when it comes to the blogging system here, yes, it's basic. Yes, you only have a very, very limited SEO options, but guess what? That's all you need. You don't need more. And the thing is with WordPress is they have all these different plugins, all these different elements, all these different things. Most of them don't mean anything, okay? Because they're just sort of generic metrics that only apply to the plugin to help you, try and help you in some way. The classic one is here. If I go to my post here, and if I open up any of these posts here, for example, here, and the classic one here is like, see on the right hand side here, right? You have these scores here, like this here. It means nothing, okay? It's not connected to Google. It's nothing. It's just an arbitrary metric they've invented to make the tool look better. And since day one of my journey online, when I started coaching and so on, every single beginner I had would get absolutely flabbergasted because their score was low, and they would change keywords, change titles just to get the score up, right? When it means nothing. It has no bearing on your success whatsoever. Same down here, right? Here you can see here, focus keyword, right? Again, so what? If I put in here, make money online, right? And put add keyword, this is only for the tool, right? And so these here are arbitrary metrics that mean nothing. They only matter in the tool you're using. But in terms of Google, they don't care. Because if you follow the basics of SEO, the very fundamentals, you will cover all these things anyway. Okay, and trust me when I say that, just because here keyword density is a long gone conclusion in terms of ranking metrics, it doesn't matter. Okay, as long as you write naturally, Google does not care about your keyword density. Okay, so this metric here is utterly worthless, and all SEO people know this. If anyone who knows SEO, even on the most basic level, these here cause more problems than they actually help, because beginners can't tell the difference between arbitrary metrics and the reality. And so you can see here that the fact that System actually are ranking with their own blogging system shows you it works, okay? And so take the same sort of pinch of salt there with the funnels and the email system and the automations. They're all very basic, right? But they work, and that's the key here, okay? So that's why, guys, I recommend you use System if you're a beginner marketer, because it's simpler, faster, cheaper, and it's overall just better than WordPress, and it makes your life a lot easier. Okay, so with that, man, guys, thanks for watching. Any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers, guys.